Hello soldiers, in today's video we're going to be talking about BLC, Basic Leadership Course. This is an Army course only, and in this video we're going to be talking about what you do there, how to get through it, and what's the process of completing this course. So stick around and please listen and please subscribe. Now first let's talk about the locations. There's several locations throughout the United States for BLC. Some of them are located such as in Ball, Louisiana at Camp Cook, Fort Bliss, Texas, Fort Hood, Texas, and Santa Fe, New Mexico. But there are many, many others around the United States. The length of the course is about 3 weeks long. If you minus day 0 as well as graduation day, it's a little bit less than 3 weeks. But everything goes smoothly, it goes really fast, so you don't need to worry about long days or anything like that. What will you learn there? Well, you're going to learn several things. You're going to learn the physical readiness training, like PRT. You're going to learn drill and ceremony, squad drills. You're going to do several essays. You're going to conduct individual training, such as like teaching people to throw a grenade or do a function check on the M4, M16. And you're going to do a public speaking presentation. Most of the time, you're going to be in the classroom, I would say about 85 to 90% of the time. You'll be going over a bunch of PowerPoints related to the Army, such as Army core beliefs. And you're going to be talking about, sexual harassment, assault, talk about leadership. And you're also going to conduct the Army combat fitness test. PRT. So as for the PRT, you're going to need to memorize all the techniques of PRT. Now, when you go to BLC, you will be able to select 2 tests for the PRT. You have the military movement drills, and then you'll have the conditioning ones. So pick one. I went with military movement drills, which seemed a little bit harder, but it was a lot shorter. But every single technique you're going to need to memorize and do them correctly. One small mistake, and you lose that point. So, for example, we'll go to the very top and go over preparation drill. So, the bend and reach, the rear lunge, the high jumper, rower, squat bender, windmill, forward lunge, prone row, bent leg body twist, and then the push-up. And then you go into your specific test, like the military movement drill, and do like lateral leg raise and verticals, laterals, and the power skip and the crossover and so on. And at the end, you would do your recovery drill, which is like the overhead arm pull, the rear lunge, extended flex, the thigh stretch, and single leg over. And I believe there's a couple more on there, but you'll need to memorize them all, do them correctly, so you're going to need to practice. You'll get about a week before you do the test. And most of you that are currently in the Army or the Reserves or the National Guard should already went over this in basic training. Some people are prior service, so when they get to BLC and they do this, they're like, what the heck is going on? What is this? But this is one of the tests. You need to memorize them and then practice them and do them correctly. Essays. So the essays are pretty easy. They're only about 2 to 3 pages, which is like nothing. Those who attended college will do pages 5 to maybe 10 to 15 pages. So 2 to 3 pages is nothing. However, they do it in more of an Army style, and so it's more dumbed down. So if you're used to doing it a particular way in college, it's different at BLC, and they might count points off if you're doing it too much. Like I had headings I had a introduction, the body, and then conclusion as titles through my essay, and they counted points off. So just follow exactly what they do. They'll show you how to do it, and then you just have to write it. What the essays are about are just about Army things. For example, mine was about effective listening in the leader. So you'll get ones like diversity or Army values and stuff like that. And that's what you write about. It's very easy, very simple, and then this will translate over to your speech test as well. For your speech test, you'll be given a presentation over what you wrote in your essay. and you'll stand up in front of the class, which you'll usually have about 10 to 15 students or classmates, and then you'll have 2 to maybe 4 who will instructors that will grade you. Now they're very well, it depends on the instructors that you have. That can be very strict or very picky. But when you do the presentation, you need to have eye contact with the room. So you need to look around the room. You need to don't say or so like I'm doing in this video, and don't move your hands around a lot, and don't walk around. You can have little note cards you can read off, which I think is kind of ridiculous, but there's people who were reading their cards that they made and still passed with high scores. So as long as you don't move much, you don't mess up in your speech, like when you're talking, and you hit at least 8 minutes and 30 seconds, you will pass. So they're looking for you to make this presentation between 8 minutes and 12 minutes. You want to aim for about 10 minutes, but if you get 8 minutes and 30 seconds, you pass. As for the drill and ceremony squad drill, you will lead a squad of 3 soldiers. In the first part of the test, you will command your squad and inspect them. You will walk around them, you'll look at them, and then go back to a position of attention and then give several commands. At the very end, you will march your squad. And so during this portion, you do, march forward, to the rear, left flank, calm left, calm right, and so on. It's a very easy test. However, people who are, kind of scared to speak up and communicate out loud might have a little bit of difficulty. But through practice and training, you will get through it. The last test you'll be doing at BLC is conduct individual training. This test forces you to speak out in the open with your classmates and teach them how to do a specific thing. For example, you will teach them how to do a function check on the M4 and the M16. You can get others to assist you, but you mainly have to talk and explain to them and teach them. There are several things, such as teaching how to throw a grenade, putting bandages on, tourniquets on, and stuff like that in that nature. It's really easy, really simple, and at the end you do a big test of all these things all together. It's not graded, but you will have to go through it, and the instructors kind of guide you the way. But that's about it for the tests. So those are the main points of BLC. Other notes you should take into account: most facilities will have a chow hall, and the food will be pretty decent. On the evening times, you'll be allowed to go outside of the base, and then you'll have duty days as well. So you'll be like gate guard or running the gym and cleaning the facility or cleaning the base. So cleaning the hallways, you'll be cleaning classrooms, you'll be cleaning the MWR, you'll be cleaning the gym, and so on. During graduation, you will wear your service uniforms. If you don't have service uniforms, you can go to your command and they'll provide you a document. But other than that, really easy course. Just make sure you study hard before you go to BLC, and BLC will be even more easier and you'll have more free time. But if you don't study at all and you go to BLC, you're still going to pass. It's pretty easy. Very few people fail this course. Those who fail usually don't make height and weight. That's another thing. Make sure you make height and weight. Make sure you run, you eat healthy, and you just prepare for your course. But if you have any questions or anything, comment down below. Please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, guys.